Hello everyone, welcome to another video tutorial on how to install Flutter scripts from codecanyon.net. So the first thing you want to do is to type in codecanyon.net in your preferred browser, and once you do that, you put in your preferred script where you want to purchase. So for today we're going to be purchasing eClassify. It's a Flutter script for classifying buy and sell marketplace. Read it in Flutter and also using Laravel for admin panel. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is to go ahead and read through their support, getting a support, probably also getting to understand the documentation, pre-sales questions, and so what you want to do next is to go to add to cart. Alright, so when you add to cart, you see a pop-up where it carries the price as well as the details of this particular script. You want to go ahead and click on this button here where you go to checkout, and once that is completed, you want to put in your credentials. So for me, I'm not going to be proceeding with this because I've already purchased this script and I can't do that 2 times. Alright, so it's a straightforward process. Go ahead and finish it up and you're good to go. So the next thing that we want to do after installing our script is to get the tools that are required, and one of the tools that we know that is required is Flutter. So what you want to go ahead and do is to go to Flutter documentation here. This is the link, and so in Flutter documentation, the first thing you want to do is to choose your development platform. What system are you using? Are you using Windows? Are you using a Mac? So for my case, we're going to be using Windows for this tutorial, and we want to go ahead and select Android for our first type of application. Alright, so once you're done with that, the next step is to start building Flutter for Android applications, where you check to verify your system requirements, your hardware requirements, as well as your software requirements. So you just want to go ahead and confirm that everything is in check and you're good to go. So once you're done with that, you want to go ahead and install Flutter SDK. So what you want to do is to go ahead and click on this button here, and you download the stable version of Flutter to your Windows, and you want to go ahead and unzip it. Once you unzip it, create so you want to put it, so the first download is going to be under your user profile download. Just follow the steps and you're going to create a new directory inside your user profile where you just call it maybe Flutter directory, and the next thing you want to do is to extract the file into the directory where you just created. Then you can proceed to update your Windows path variable. Follow this procedure and you get ready and good to go with Flutter. So the next thing we want to do is to get our IDE, Integrated Development Environment. In order to run Flutter application, you need an IDE. So first, we can use Visual Studio Code to work on Flutter, and we can also use Android Studio. So I'm going to be walking you through how to get these 2 IDEs. So for Visual Studio Code, so you can just go to visualstudio.com/download, where you see the download site. So you can either click on Windows or use any other options that are available here to download. So once you click on this, your download automatically starts, and what you want to do is to go ahead to open the downloaded file in your application and then install it in your system. So it's a straightforward process, and once you're done with that, the next thing you want to do is to download Android Studio. For most of us that need Android Studio in our application to run our Flutter application. So what you want to do is to go to Android Studio's official documentation. So in Android Studio official documentation, we have the latest version is Android Studio Makeup. So what you want to do right now is to probably read through the release notes, get to understand what is behind the scene of Android Studio, what are the new features, what are the latest upgrades, and what's making this better than the previous one. So once you click on this, this pop-up comes up to download Android Studio Maker 2024.3.1. So these are the terms and conditions. You just want to go ahead and read all through and understand the terms and conditions, and then the final thing you want to do is to agree to this after you've read this, and then begin your download process. Alright, so once this is completed, the next thing you want to go ahead to do is to I'm going to close all of this. So the next thing you want to do is open your Visual Studio or Android Studio and select the folder in which all the scripts that you just downloaded in order to start editing or working on the scripts. Alright, so the first thing we want to go ahead to do right now is to flutter clean this project as start. So just type the command flutter clean and then proceed by clicking enter. So once that is completed, so it's going to delete your Flutter plugins as well as dependencies. So the next command you want to go ahead and do is Flutter get. So just the way it is, just click on enter. So yeah, we have that Flutter get run successfully without any issues, and we're good to go. So if you have any issues while trying to pop get, you want to go ahead to track out the specific dependency that is causing this issue, and you just want to go ahead to downgrade or upgrade it. So right now we want to try and run this application. So what we want to do is today to say flutter run, and then the command is going to start building your application. So sorry I missed a step. Before this, you just want to go ahead and connect your Android device or emulator, whatever it is you want to use to run this application. So if you don't, you can go ahead and just connect it already. So once that is done, you want to go ahead and try to do Flutter run all over again. And this time around, you should get what you need. Okay, so our application is up and running, and this is how it looks like. So one of the things that you're going to see is the sign in page, where you get to put in your number, as well as you can sign in with Google, and you can sign in with your email. Alright, so basically that is how to install a Flutter script from codecanyon.net. Do well to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and see you next time.